We want to trade on the 1 minute time frame for GBP USD. I'll tell you the 1 minute trading strategy. Plus, there's an educational PDF that's specifically made for such a time frame. As you can see, 1 minute. I'll fully explain it to you, which indicators and robots will be used and what settings are needed. In addition, we'll go through and look at some examples of trades that have been made so you'll get the hang of it. This strategy works for Forex, crypto, and gold. It doesn't make a difference. Right now I'm showing you on the pound, and in previous videos I showed you about gold, Trump coin, Bitcoin, and all of those. I just want to tell you that it works on all markets. I'll keep making videos so you get used to it and understand how it works. Let's go. I'll clear the chart completely and set it to the regular candlestick view for pound to dollar. It doesn't make a difference. Now, whatever chart you're on, it's pound to dollar, and that's what we're going to use. Let's also turn off the music. What's the first thing you do? The first step is to set your time frame up here to 1 minute. The second thing we do is go here to the candlestick section and set it to candlestick. Heikinashi, which reduces market noise. After you set it to candlestick, search for Heikinashi in the indicators section. Type HMA, which stands for Hull Moving Average. Click on it, and something will be added to your chart. According to this educational PDF I've provided here, you need the HMA, the Tesla TradingView robot, and either your phone or laptop. Everything I'm explaining happens right on your mobile phone, and there's absolutely no problem with that. You'll also need a broker or an exchange to place your trades, obviously. Now, what settings do you need? I've written down the HMA settings for you. On the 1 minute time frame, you need to set the length of all of them to 55, and for the time frame from which it takes the trend, set it to 15. You yourself will use the 1 minute time frame or set the trend to that. How do you set it to 15? In the HMA settings, you click on the settings next to it, set the length to 55, but here you can't change the time frame. You click on it and set it to 15 minutes. Not 15 seconds, 15 minutes. Just the color is a bit off. I don't like the blue. Either make it white or yellow, do something so it's visible. Also, you can make it a bit thicker here so it's easier to see. That's it for HMA. We're done with HMA. Now let's move on to Tesla. What is the Tesla robot? If you search for Tesla robot on Google, it'll come up for you if you don't have the Tesla robot. You've probably been living under a rock because it's really strange not to have the Tesla robot. I've made a tutorial for this Tesla robot. You can check it out if you want. Would you like to search for it on Google? The first link will come up for you. Subscribe to it and you can buy it in reals this way. If you want it to be 20% cheaper, you go to the middle of the page where it says buy, and if you use the code, you'll get a 10% discount. Not only will it be 10% cheaper for you, but you also won't have to pay the 10% tax. That's because the tax is only for foreign currency, so overall it ends up being 20% cheaper for you. So if you look at it, that's about 3 million a day, or you're saving around 600 more. Plus you get 5 extra days of subscription as well. Try it out, and if you like it, you can also get higher tier annual subscriptions, which will be even more beneficial for you. It'll end up being cheaper than if you buy 12 one-month subscriptions. So that's how it works. Here are the links. I've put them in the caption. You can also just Google it and it'll come up for you. After you purchase the Tesla robot, the invite-only section will be added for you in the indicators section. A robot called Tesla will be added for you. Among all the other robots I have, the Tesla robot will be added for you. When you click on it, it gives you buy and sell signals like this. Nice, stylish, and neat. You don't need to touch its settings. The settings it has are exceptional. The Tesla robot, as it says here, it uses 17 different indicators. Behind the scenes, there are 17 indicators analyzing everything and providing these simple buy signals. Don't say that just because it gave a buy signal, 1,000 other indicators would also give a buy signal. What matters is what's going on behind the scenes. Otherwise, all cars have 4 wheels. Some are bends, some are quick. That's just how the system works. So when you put the Tesla robot on the screen, well, let's just say if you do that, you're messing things up. We're ready to go. The entry conditions for buy and sell trades are set. I've written them here. We'll get back to it. But for now, let's go back a few days together and take a look. This is the live market right now. Okay, now let's also take a look at the live market. Let's go back a few days. Let's start from here and see. Right here is good. Let's start from here and move forward. When you're below the yellow line, you only take sell signals. When you're above the yellow line, you only take buy signals. So that's the first condition. The second condition is that the Tesla robot gives you an entry signal. The third condition is that the sell signal it gives must be lower than the previous sell. So we look at this sell here. It's lower than this one, right? This one is lower than that one, but this is wrong. We don't enter on this sell. Even though it looks good, according to the strategy, since this sell is higher than the previous sell, we don't take it. For buys, it's the opposite. In other words, the buy signals should be higher each time. For example, we see these buy signals here. If the next one comes lower, we don't take it. For instance, if this one is lower, we skip it. you should always take the higher buy signals, okay? So these are the three main conditions. I've written them here for buys as well. Entering a long trade, when the Heikin Ashi candle closes above all, it gives a buy signal, and the new buy is higher than the previous buy. For selling, if the Heikin Ashi closes below all the buys, it gives you a sell signal, and the new sell is smaller than the previous sell. This is about risk and reward. I'll give you so many examples of this that you'll love it. Where were we? Were we here? I forgot anyway. Come on, let's continue. Should we start with just one so that if you get stopped out at first, you hit rock bottom? Look, here the buy is below this one. Do you enter? No, it's below this one. You can even come into Tesla. Settings for sell signals and buy signals. Just put it aside so that only sell remains. Right here, it gave a sell signal. Do you enter? You enter. The short position should be green. It should be green. We want to take 50 winning positions. You see the trend? You set the stop at the previous highs, meaning you set it here. You put the risk reward at 2. Here was the target, but before that, it hit the stop. Next time, make sure it's green. Make sure it's green. Here, it gave a sell signal. It was a good sell, but according to your strategy, you don't take it. Make sure it's green. Because this sell is higher than this one, it gave a sell signal, so we enter. We set the stop at the higher highs, and you set the risk reward at 2. It hits your target, and while it's hitting this target, it gives you 2 more targets. Here, it gives a sell signal. You enter at the candle close. It gives you a sell without a second of delay. You enter risk-free. You can set it at 1.5 or you can set it at 2. This is one of them, and here it probably hits your stop. Maybe hits a target, maybe hits a target. Yes, it came and successfully struck the target right here. Do you see it? So I drew this, and it came and hit the target. This is another target, and so far you've had 1 stop loss, 2 targets, right? You've had 1 stop loss, 2 targets, and then the targets you're hitting. The ones that are double, meaning risk-free entry at 2. So if you have $1, you invest, and now you have $2. You make a profit. That's how it works systematically. You set your stop losses above the highs, set your risk-free entry at 2, and it easily hits the target. That's 3 profits, right? Here, it gave a sell signal. Do you take the sell? No, you don't, because this sell is higher than that sell. It has the other conditions though. It's below the line. It gave a sell signal here, but this one is higher than that one. Do we take this sell? Yes, we do, because it's lower than that one and it meets the other conditions. You compare it with the previous one. Here you set your stop loss, put it above the previous highs, set your risk-free entry at 2, and it easily hits your target. Here it gave you a sell signal, so we enter. Why did the candle turn out like this? Here, I think the market was closed here, so nothing worked. What was going on? Now, according to the strategy, you would enter after this, but the candle here is saying that something must have happened here. I think, oh, sorry. Why are we getting confused? What are you doing with the candle? Are you merging it? Here, it's already Friday. That means Friday is over and Saturday is a holiday. Here, you don't enter at all because it's Saturday, and after that, the market starts from here. You go above the line, you go above the yellow line, above the yellow line. You only take a buy, you enter with Tesla buy, activate the buy, and set aside the sell from above the line. The first buy signal given was this one, the first buy signal given was this one. Here you take a long position, you can set your stop at the previous low, which would be around here, or you can put it behind this yellow line. Whichever one you prefer in the end, meaning either you use the high-low or you try to find it, and right now both are in the same place, meaning does it also have a yellow line? It shows here it also has the previous high-low, it shows here. You set your risk reward at 2, you hit your target here, and in this interval it gave another buy signal, but you don't enter this one. Even though it was a good buy, since it's below the previous one, you don't enter, the trend didn't follow correctly. Here it gave a buy signal, but we hit the stop loss. The market is cold, or maybe not, but yes, we hit the stop loss. The entry is on the close of the candle. You set your stop at the previous low and enter with a risk reward of 2, whatever it may be. You enter this one. You set your stop at the previous low, enter with a risk/reward of 2, and here you hit the stop loss. No worries, you took a 20-point loss. What matters is that here, even though it was a good buy, you don't take it. You stick to your strategy because it was lower. Listen to this advice. If you want to take it, go ahead. It's your own robot, do whatever you like. You set this at risk reward of 2, and here you see how easily your target is hit above the risk reward line of 2, and the music of the target on the 1-minute time frame, the whole distance for example. You took 5 trades in half an hour, so it really doesn't take much of your time. For example, here where it hit the stop, it's just 3 candles, it's clear what happened. Here you hit your target in 4 candles. Here in 4 candles, now I set the risk reward to 2, so in 4 candles the outcome is clear. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't take this buy. Look, this buy is lower than that buy. You don't take this buy. This one is lower than that one. You take this buy, you take this buy. Because this buy is higher than that buy. Now, let's see. I'll take a quick look. I've practiced these a lot, but you can use these as well. Personally, I mostly trade crypto. Come, let me show you our open trades too. Let me show you. Personally, I'm more into crypto, but I also have a trading team for Forex. They place and take trades for me, and I've worked in this area. Not that I haven't, but I'm more focused on crypto. These are the open trades I have right now. I have a $68,000 short on Bitcoin. It's up $2,500 in a week, and I shorted 2,000 Dogecoin, which is up $5,500. My BNB trade is at break-even, and my TON trade is also at break-even. Let me refresh and show you. Overall, today has been a good day for us. You can use the same strategy I'm talking about in other markets too, whether it's crypto, gold, or anything else you want. Look here, $8,000 in profit. I usually don't let my account go above $30,000. If it does, I withdraw the excess and put it into my investments. But today, well, not today, maybe tomorrow, the trader will hit the target and the position will close, and this one will be withdrawn too. I just want to say that this is serious work. I'm a proper trader, and what I'm telling you is real. Don't take this lightly. It's all based on experience. Did you like it? If you don't like it, that's fine too. No hard feelings. It's just between you and me here. And look, this one also hit its target. It broke below the line, which means it's just following the trend. Honestly, could it get any easier than this? Could it? It really couldn't. Here, it gives you a sell signal. Look, there's a key tip here. Most of the time when it gives a sell signal, this candle is right up against this gray line. When there's some distance, you can set your stop loss. Set it above this gray line rather than above the previous highs. Set it above here. This way, your stop loss will be smaller, and this line itself acts as a very strong support or resistance. That is, look, we also use these as trailing stops. In some of its other strategies, if you search on Google for Robo-Out-Trade Tesla, you'll find it there. Up to the video I made, I taught different strategies. In the beginning of this video, I came here and told you what that gray line does. Now, so this is another way to set a stop. You can either put it higher up or you can put it here, and since there's a gap here, the more professional way is to enter on the candle close. Set your stop above this line, okay? Got it? Here, you set your risk reward at 1 or 2, and here we might hit the stop, but there's still some room. You were supposed to trust us. So that's it, right? Here it gave a sell signal. Do we take the sell or not? Why would we? Because this sell is higher than the previous sell. So when do we take the next sell? Yes, we take it. We take it because the close of this candle itself, not just the sell signal, is what matters. Look, where is the close of this sell candle? The close of this sell candle was here. It came down a bit lower. If you're still unsure, you can draw a line like this. Look, this first sell is gray. The close of its candle is here. This is its close, marked by the white line. Do you see? It's lower, so we enter this one. A short signal is given. You enter, you set your stop loss right there. That's correct. You set your risk reward at 2, and you place this one above. This is the line. You set your risk or reward at 2, and I think it's become a matter of millimeters. Yeah, it came right behind, and the price hit it with a shadow. Now you can take your stop or you can take your target. It can be different. No, it even went lower. Honestly, there was room to take your target. Here too, it gave a sell signal, and it keeps giving sell signals. Do you see how strong this line acts? They say, put it behind this line. That's why it came here, hit this line, and bounced back. So do these lines flatten out? In the Tesla robot, this itself is a very important indicator. If you set your stop behind this, it's very safe. It hit the line but couldn't go above it and came back. Here too, we had a sell signal. We enter on the candle's close. You set your stop above the high, set your risk reward to 2, and here too, we had another sell signal. It was a good sell signal, but we don't take it. Why? If you want to, this sell should be higher than that sell. We go above the line. Above the line means, well done. It's only buy now. I'm not getting tired. I mean, I'm just showing you these, and that's it. You enter here. You enter here, set your stop at the previous low, set your risk to reward at 2, and that's it. You enter here, set your stop at the previous low, set your risk to reward at 2, and that's it. You enter here, set your stop at the previous low, set your risk to reward at 2. This is the 1 minute time frame. So in this interval, for example, do you have a 5-minute one? You take 20 trades, enjoy it. Appreciate this or these things. It must have taken a lot of effort. You set your stop at the previous low, set your risk to reward at 2, and that's it. You set your stop at the previous low. The entry points it gives you are because there are 17 indicators being analyzed on the other side, which is why it gives you such amazing points. You set your stop at the previous low, set your risk to reward at 2. Eventually you might hit a stop loss. It's not like every trade will be profitable. If you can't handle this stop loss, then you don't deserve these profits. You come below the line, what else is there? It's just a sell. Here it gave a sell signal. Where do you set your stop? At the first entry point, you set your stop at the previous highs, right? The previous highs, is that correct? Here, you set your risk reward at 2 and you set your target. Here, it gave a sell signal. You enter at the candle close, set your stop at the previous highs, set your risk reward at 2, and that's it. Here, now it gave a sell signal. You saw it came down instantly. You can pause the video right when it happens and see how it played out. It comes exactly to that previous candle, closes, and as soon as the next candle starts, you enter. Now we enter just like this. The stop is here at our entry point. So you can either enter with a market order or set a limit order. It will come up because the candle is a wick. It doesn't show clearly. You set the stop at the previous low and you place the risk reward entry at 2 to see how the market behaves. It reacts to it, but now we don't have time to wait for it to hit the target. But you saw how it is in the live market. This one also comes up to the high. Now it hits the target, and if it hits the stop too, let it be. Come on, let me get you one for this. Target, 2 targets, this one got stopped out. Let's count them out. 3, 4, 5, and 6, then 7 and 8. Now, this specific one right here actually got stopped out. That makes 2 stops so far. Moving on to 9, 10, and 11, and there is our third stop. Then we have 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, which brings us to 4 stops in total. So, looking at the full picture, out of 16 potential targets, you ended up hitting 4 stops. That's right, and that's just now. Each target you hit actually counts as 2. And this last one, whether it's a target or a restock, these are targets. Did you enjoy it or not? If you enjoyed it, give me some energy, like, comment, show some excitement, some love. Something that gives us energy too. These strategies have been tested for 10 years and they work. Just manage your risk and capital properly. There's a free video about risk and capital management on my website. You can watch it right now, whether you want to use the Tesla trading robot or any trading robot. When you go to my website, at the top it says Risk and Capital Management. Click on that and there are 3 videos made for you. They explain to you what leverage and margin you should use to do it right. The examples are given with crypto, but the systematic approach is exactly the same for Forex. Really, thank you so much for taking the time, for liking, for giving energy, for sending this to your trader friends so they don't stay confused. God bless you.